Welcome to our deep dive on whether buying a new car can be a financially smart decision. Today, we will move step by step through the myths, the math, and the practical strategies you can use to make a confident choice. As we progress, we will compare total cost of ownership, discuss family safety and space needs, and end with a clear decision framework you can apply right now. Here is the roadmap. First, we will challenge the traditional assumption that used cars are always cheaper. Next, we will cover safety and space considerations for families. Then we will run through a 5-year total cost of ownership example. After that, we will outline a smart buying strategy. We will also show a decision flowchart, test your knowledge with a short quiz, and conclude with clear takeaways. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This content is for education only and does not constitute financial advice. Your specific terms, local taxes, incentives, insurance premiums, and resale values will vary. Always verify with your lender, dealership, and insurance provider, and consider consulting a qualified advisor for your personal circumstances. Let us begin by addressing the new versus used illusion. Historically, buying used saved a lot. But the price gap between a brand new car and a 2 to 3 year old certified pre-owned model has narrowed to roughly 10 to 20%, often only $3,000 to $10,000. Meanwhile, manufacturers frequently offer promotional financing rates on new vehicles between 0 and 3%, whereas used and certified pre-owned loans are often 5 to 7% or higher. Consequently, interest expense can erase most or all of the initial price savings on the used car. Therefore, it is essential to compare total cost of ownership rather than focusing solely on purchase price. Total cost of ownership includes depreciation, financing interest, taxes and fees, insurance, fuel and maintenance and repairs. New cars also deliver current safety technology and warranty protection, which can reduce risk, stress, and time spent on unexpected repairs. As you evaluate, create a simple checklist covering the price gap, the interest rate, the warranty, safety features, space needs, and expected resale, and assign each a score to make an objective decision. Here is a sample 5-year total cost of ownership comparison. For the new car, we estimate $12,000 of depreciation, $1,900 in financing interest at a low promotional rate, $3,000 in taxes and fees, $6,000 for insurance, $7,500 for fuel, $1,500 for maintenance, and $500 for repairs, totaling $32,400. For a certified pre-owned vehicle, we estimate $9,000 of depreciation, $5,500 in interest at around 6%, $2,700 in taxes and fees, $5,500 for insurance, $7,500 for fuel, $3,000 for maintenance, and $1,500 for repairs, totaling $34,700. While your numbers will vary, this example shows how cheaper financing and lower maintenance risk can make a new car competitive or even less expensive over 5 years. Next, consider your family's safety and space requirements. Newer vehicles typically improve crash structures, airbag coverage, and offer advanced driver assistance features such as automatic emergency braking and blind spot monitoring that may not exist or may be less effective in older models. In daily life, a small sport utility vehicle can become cramped as children grow and activities expand. Planning for a 15 to 20-year ownership horizon often justifies choosing a minivan or a mid-size sport utility vehicle early, because it reduces the need to upsize later. The result is fewer compromises, safer road trips, and less stress, which, while not always quantifiable, have real value. Before buying, map out your gear and test fit items like car seats, strollers, luggage, and sports equipment. Now, let us turn to the smart buying playbook. First, obtain pre-approval from your bank or credit union to anchor your rate, and then allow the dealership to beat it with a promotional offer. If you qualify for a 0 to 3% promotional rate, accept it, and note that you can refinance later if needed. Next, email multiple dealers and request firm out-the-door pricing that includes taxes, fees, and any mandatory add-ons to avoid negotiation games. Decline high-margin extras such as paint protection, fabric coatings, nitrogen tires, and most extended warranties. Consider timing your purchase near the end of the month or quarter when sales quotas may improve your leverage. Cross-check insurance quotes before deciding, as premiums vary by trim, safety features, and driver profile. Verify inventory and vehicle identification number-specific incentives, and stack manufacturer rebates with low APR when permitted. Evaluate the total cost with a spreadsheet covering depreciation, interest, taxes, insurance, fuel, maintenance, and repairs. Finally, right-size the vehicle for your long-term needs and keep copies of the out-the-door quote, rate offer, and fee breakdown for accountability. Here is a quick comparison. New vehicles often come with lower promotional interest rates, the latest safety technology, full warranty coverage, more predictable maintenance schedules, and clearer resale expectations. In contrast, used or certified pre-owned vehicles typically have a lower purchase price and may have already absorbed some depreciation, but they often have higher interest rates, more uncertain maintenance costs, and varying levels of warranty coverage. Weigh these elements together using total cost of ownership rather than focusing on sticker price alone. This flowchart starts by asking whether your finances are stable, meaning your retirement savings are on track, and you have an adequate emergency fund. If not, the recommendation is to wait and strengthen your finances. If yes, it asks whether the price gap between new and used is under 20%. If the gap is under 20%, it then checks for a low promotional annual percentage rate on the new vehicle. If you can obtain 0 to 3%, it next considers whether you need the latest safety features and more space for a 15 to 20-year horizon. If all conditions are satisfied, the flow concludes with buy new. If any branch is negative, the flow directs you to a total cost of ownership spreadsheet comparison. In that comparison, if used financing is above 5%, the chart leans toward new. If the price gap is above 20% and the used rate is within about 2 percentage points of the new rate, the chart suggests considering a certified pre-owned vehicle. The end states are buy new, consider certified pre-owned, or wait and improve finances. This timeline illustrates how costs and needs evolve over a long ownership period. In years 0 through 3, maintenance is minimal, and the warranty covers most issues. In years 4 through 7, you typically handle tires, brakes, and occasional minor repairs. From years 8 to 12, major services and battery replacement may occur. Between years 13 and 16, technology begins to feel dated, and larger repairs can emerge. Finally, from years 17 to 20, you reassess whether the vehicle still meets safety, space, and reliability needs, or if replacement is warranted. The diagram also reminds you to consider how family space needs and safety technology relevance change over time. Quiz time. Which comparison gives you the truest picture of car affordability over 5 years? Option A, sticker price only. Option B, monthly payment only. Option C, total cost of ownership including depreciation, interest, taxes and fees, insurance, fuel, maintenance, and repairs. Or option D, miles per gallon and horsepower. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is option C. Total cost of ownership provides the most accurate picture because it includes depreciation, interest, taxes and fees, insurance, fuel, maintenance, and repairs. Sticker price and monthly payment alone can be misleading without the broader context. Second question. You are choosing between a new car at 1.9% APR and a certified pre-owned car at 6.2% APR with only a 12% price gap. What is the smarter next step? Option A. Buy the certified pre-owned because the sticker is lower. Option B. Run a 5-year total cost of ownership comparison including interest and maintenance, and likely favor new if your safety and space needs are high. Option C. Ignore APR because it is small. Or option D. Ask for dealer add-ons to improve resale. You may pause the video now to think about the answer and chase this. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is option B. With a relatively small price gap and a significant difference in interest rates, a 5-year total cost comparison often favors the new car, especially when safety and space needs are important. Here are the key takeaways. First, the shrinking gap between new and used means that financing costs and maintenance risk can determine the better choice. Second, always compare 5-year total cost rather than focusing on price or monthly payment alone. Third, Family safety and space requirements often justify purchasing new. Fourth, insist on out-the-door quotes and decline high-margin add-ons. Finally, let dealers compete for your financing while you hold a pre-approval as leverage. To conclude, if your finances are strong with retirement savings on track and an adequate emergency fund, buying a reliable new vehicle can be both practical and justifiable. Prioritize safety technology and long-term space to match a 15 to 20-year horizon. Make the decision using data through a total cost of ownership comparison rather than relying on gut feelings. In many cases, peace of mind and convenience outweigh marginal savings on a lightly used model. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like the video, share it with someone who is car shopping, and subscribe for more practical, data-driven money decisions. Comment below with the models you are comparing and your local APR offers so we can discuss strategies together.